So, about 12, 18 months ago, we were blessed with a new Transformers trilogy of toys. And Siege was the breath of fresh air on both build quality and design and scale that I've been waiting for as an adult Transformers collector. And it's brought me well back into the main line. No need for all that third-party rubbish now, because we've got great representations of great characters at affordable prices. And when we got Megatron, I did a video on it, and I said that this is the best mainline Megatron we've had, and I still stand by that. This mould is the best. It's got its issues. The headlights to pop down. The rocker on the one leg doesn't work right, which are common issues across the majority of people who've got this toy. And there's been a few repaints of this figure. There's been the G2 Megatron that no one wanted. There's been the cartoon accurate one, which actually I was tempted to pick up, and I was on the verge of picking up until it was announced that Siege were getting a Netflix series and a rerun of toys. And this guy got himself an amazing paint job. So I got myself down to Smith's today and picked up Netflix Siege Megatron. Now, I did this through their click and collect service. For those of you who've been living under a rock in Leamington Spa for the last 7, 8, 9 weeks, of course Smith's isn't open to browse round. We know that. Everyone knows that, because it's a non-essential shop, because we've all been hiding and protecting ourselves from this lethal virus thing. You might have heard about it. But I went down today, used their click and collect service. Really simple, really good. I ordered it last night. Within 15 minutes I got a text message to say I could go and collect this guy, and I opted to do it today when I had a little bit of time out of work. So I went and picked it up, and I can only describe my emotions about this thing by using the 5Ds. It is, of course, the diabolical, dastardly defiant Decepticon destroyer, Megatron. And you know what? This thing looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you know what the best thing is about this? You can go down your local shop and pick one of these up without having to worry about unessential delays in the network of distribution from China. You can actually get this in the UK right now. And yeah, I'm so excited about it. Joking aside, I'm really excited about it. So you can see there we've got some lovely, lovely white crisp box with some amazing artwork of Megatron and Netflix on the side. You can see Megatron is there in his robot mode and in his tank mode, and we have the Autobot Lionizer and we have the Autobot Pinpointer. Of course, Pinpointer is going to go with crosshairs. Actually made my own custom one not so long ago. Never mind. But yeah. Now I know what you're saying. Why, when you've got this Megatron, are you buying this Megatron? And it's simple for me. Is that now I'm focusing mainly on the main line and want the best representation of a character. Okay, I want to rewind. There's certain key characters within the Transformers series that you need to have an epic version of that character. And at the moment in time, in my opinion, this mould was the best version of Megatron we have had. He's not going to turn into a gun. In the main line, I think this guy was the best. And I think this just turns up the volume to 11. I think it is beautiful. And I wanted to upgrade it. And I'll be completely 2020 with you. What I'm going to be doing is listing this guy on eBay as soon as I finish this video. Because I know I'm going to need him. I don't need 2 of them. I'm not a mould set collector or whatever that means. I am going to keep this guy as the focal point of my little diorama thing of what's going on behind me, which I need to work on a little bit, to be honest with you. I need to try and work out where Scorponok's going to go. Can I phase out from season 1 to season 2 to season 3, either side, to season 4 even? But that's a story for another day. So let's open up little Megatron here and see how he is. So quickly, I just want to show you what he's like in the box. And these accessories look really... blast effects look really bright. Really, really bright. Yeah, I really like them. It comes with only a plastic tie, a bit odd, on the sword. Let's pull it anyway. There, how we go. Right, so, here's the test for me. That's so nice. So, why am I doing that for? For those of you who've got the Siege Megatron mould, same amount of pressure. So they fix that head problem, which is amazing. Let's pop Megatron off to one side and let's pull out the rest of his accessories. His fusion cannon, a must for all Megatrons. His cannony sword thingy. I actually don't like this, to be honest. We have pinpointer. I've been told it's quite loose. Seen on reviews. I've also seen on reviews that falls off, but mine is perfectly fine. He'll do the job. A little bit loose, but I mean we can put some ball, put some floor polish on the ball peg. And we've got a little lionizer here as well. I love the clear plastic. That's very cool. Right, so let's get to it and let's have a look at Megatron. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to transform this guy because I don't want to. I'm going to keep him in robot mode because I don't actually like the tank mode too much, and he's going to be displayed in robot mode anyway. So let's get his fusion cannon and let's plug it on his arm. Let's see what we're dealing with here. And there we go. Put it side by side with the other Megatron. We can see that they're absolutely worlds apart in paint. And that is the price of admission here. This is why you're paying 40 quid for this instead of 25. It's the paint. The paint is beautiful. They've corrected some of the faults in regards to the QC issue there. And I believe they've also got it on the feet. They do clip back in place. They're a little loose, but they do easily clip back in place. And they don't rock about when they are clipped. So they've fixed the QC issues on this guy. It's beautiful. I'm not going to lie. I'll show you a bit closer. So we've got some dry brushing here on the legs. We've got a little bit of the stereotypical paint splat that we get on the other Siege figures. On his crotch, which we don't have on the original figure. This paintwork here is beautiful, and it's not actually all silver. You think this guy's all silver, he's not. You've got a contrast between like bright silver and dark grey plastic, darker than this, which actually works really, really well. On the back, I'll just take the sword off. You can see that there's a difference. This original one here has more clear colours, shades. This one has a bit more silver dry brushing on. It's really, really shiny. His chest pieces down here are painted a lot more vibrantly, and the red is a lot more vibrant. This guy is covered in paint. I really like this battle damage here because it's almost a homage to the original G1 toy with the spirals. I think it's absolutely ace. And I'm so excited to get this up on my shelf as my Megatron. I use the blast effects out of a Mega Supreme on Megatron, so I have that look going on the shelf. It's funny because actually, you know what? It's not an upgrade really in terms of figure, but in terms of paint, it just brings it to life. I would pay £40 for a Voyager if it was painted this well, all day long. Absolutely all day long. But essentially you are getting the same figure. It's just Megs here is better QC, better paint. Let's have a look at the sword. So the original Megatron sword here has a bit of red on it down in the cannon section. If I remember how to move it, there we are. See there? This version doesn't have that. Doesn't have the bright silver paint on it. It has more of a like a gunmetal colour. And I actually prefer it. I think this works better. I think, in a weird way, all the different tones on here, the silver and the cheap plastic look, I think the darker plastic works better and the gunmetal works better. I think that really, really, really works. But he's just going to have it on his back anyway, so I won't be using that. We've got Pinpointer here. He's nice. He's blue. He's blue. He's red and he's black instead of what colours did we have? I can't even remember what the other ones were now. But he turns into it's quite tight there. He turns into a Battlemaster weapon. So we can plug them all together like so. And then put on his blast effects. So there you go, you can have that going. So here was my custom Pinpointer that I made, who is now redundant because Crosshairs finally gets his real target master. So you're not a captive anymore, Pinpointer. You are officially back in the Autobot ranks. So if I get all this tabbed together, you can tell there's a bit of mould degradation on this thing. It's been used a few times now. But yeah. So now Crosshairs has his weapon back. Lovely. Nice little bonus that. I mean, I would have paid the 40 quid for Megatron alone. So that's nice. We've got Lionizer here. And Lionizer, of course, turns into a sword. I remember how this goes. It goes like that. Like that. There you go. And you put your swish on. You can have that look going on if you really want to. I won't be doing that. I'll probably be giving this to, I don't know actually, one of the guys down there, not anyone who's up there, because I'm trying to keep that to strictly G1. So, I hope you've enjoyed this quick overview of Megatron. Sorry I haven't transformed him, but we've all seen him transform before. We don't need to go into all that. Actually, I've just noticed something different. His feet spurs are black on the original, and these ones are the dark silver colour. Really nice. He's an amazing toy. I'm so happy I got him because I've been umming and ahhing. This has been in stock in Warsaw for over a week or so now, and I almost got it on payday and I didn't, and I almost left it. I'm a bit gutted I've missed out on Hotlink now, but I mean that would have always been just a filler for Skywarp. But if you're going to spend 40 quid on something to be a centre piece of your battle or your display, you might as well spend it on the leader of the Decepticons, Megatron. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been Zork Rider. Until next time, I'll catch you again soon.